All right, years ago, this channel started off talking about storage auctions. We talked about storage auctions 2009, 10, 11, 12, 14. Kind of started changing around 2015 to the business talk. And then 2020, we got into the economy talk. And I'm just curious, what kind of content do you guys want to see on this channel? One of the things I see in the comments is these requests for me to do things that, for me, doesn't make sense with the channel. So we've changed the name back to the Institute of Economic Thought. And let me go ahead, because I'm asking, just wanted to get some ideas to put into the hopper. But I'm asking because pretty much this is what I'm thinking. We're going to talk about the economy, we're going to talk about business, and we're going to talk about how to make money. At the moment, I have a plethora of channels, and it's interesting. Looking at the channels, I've got a few that I made that I didn't tell anybody about. They have completely different audiences. And then I've got some that I did tell people about that pretty much have the same audience. And what I'm seeing is, all right, if it's the same audience and I post on this channel, I post on the other channels, I think I'm wearing people out. Let me know. That's pretty much what I'm seeing, because this is one of the reasons that I wanted to create channels with different audiences. Not the same audience, because with different audiences, then I can post more content and it's a different audience and they will not be overwhelmed. However, this gets to be interesting because with creating YouTube channels and stuff, there's a guy by the name of Edward PhD. He created this channel like 4 months ago. Edward is doing very well, very well. He usually posts twice a day. And this is one of the things, I'm starting to see this a lot. Edward PhD, Sam Orlick, the Wrangler Academy. These are guys who post videos. There's no editing. There's no fancy thumbnails, and these channels are winning. There's another real estate guy. His videos are just him walking around Miami. And then I've looked at Dan, I think his name is Dan, allegedly. He just walks around, and there seems to be a big hit with taking your camera and just walking around the neighborhood and filming content. People seem to like that. The guy in Texas does that. Dan allegedly does that. The Economic Ninja does that. I don't know. I'm, like I said, I'm leaving my options open. I'm not really trying to hush down on anything, because like at the moment, I'm just an open book, and there will be changes made. There will be a lot of changes made, because one of the things that I have seen is I am a known commodity, put it that way. And whenever I start a YouTube channel, people just find it. Whether I want them to find it or not, they just find it. So I tell you, this was interesting. I was doing a channel where I didn't show my face. And more likely in the future, I'm gonna have to do faceless channels, because if I show my face, I don't know. I really don't know, but the faceless channel was developing. And this is one of the things I got. Instead of people watching and listening to the content, they were like, I was getting all kinds of, hey, how come you are hiding your face? How come you distorted your voice? They wanted to know that versus the information I was putting out. And I was just like, okay, this is funny. More likely in the future, it will be a faceless channel. There's things I can do with AI, with the voice. So that's probably what I'm gonna do, because whenever I create a channel using my face and voice, people find it, and this skews the database. It just seriously skews the database, because look, if you like the content, I thank you for the support. However, trying to do YouTube and grow different revenue streams requires different audiences. So even though you support me and you like the videos, and I thank you for that, I'm trying to build something that's a little different. And that's one of the big challenges. Because the faceless thing, I'll tell you what happened with that. The faceless thing didn't work out because I wasn't being myself. I wasn't being 100% truthful. and it only lasted a short period of time. I got to 200 subscribers in 30 days. One of the things that happens when you do YouTube that I'm starting to notice is, I don't know if that's true, because I've never tried to find anyone. I don't know if that's true, but essentially what I want you to do, just put this in the comments, the type of content that you want to see. I'm not saying 100% that's going to happen. Let me just be 100% clear, because I get a lot of comments for me to do these expose videos, talk about people, and let me tell you why that gets to be dangerous. All right, let's say you have YouTuber A, and YouTuber A is putting out content, and there's a lot of people who like YouTuber A, and there's a lot of people who don't like YouTuber A. The people who don't like YouTuber A, and I've seen this with people who don't like a YouTuber, and they'll create all these videos, they'll say that this person's lying and all this other stuff. And this does no way distract from YouTuber A's growth. It doesn't, because YouTuber A has more people who like the content, even though they're distractors, haters, people who don't agree with the content, doesn't matter. And when you get into the critiquing of stuff, you're not critiquing the creator only. You're critiquing the audience that likes the creator. That's what you're doing. And this is where the trouble starts. This is where a lot of trouble starts. So I typically stay away from that. If I do mention someone's name, it will be in the positive. Now, whenever I mention a YouTuber and I was like, hey, like Fantastic Finances, she teaches velocity banking. She's doing a really good job. I have no issues with that. I have no one coming after me. I have no one waiting for me. So if I do mention a YouTuber by name, it will be with a positive, in the positive. But once again, I have learned, and people want me to do this kind of, let's call it reporting in the streets comment. I don't even know what to call it, but that's just not my type of vibe. So I'm not going to be doing that. So if you put in the comments, hey, there's someone who's accused of doing X, Y, what's your take on it? Typically, when you put it in the comment, that's the first time I've heard about it. So I really don't have an opinion one way or another, because I didn't even know about it. If there's something I know about, I'll talk about it. But if I don't know about it, it makes it very hard to talk about. That makes it somewhat challenging to talk about. So, you know, I'm getting ready to redo a lot of stuff. I'm getting ready to, because one of the things that I have found out, and this is YouTube stuff, I have some other channels that I post content and I don't get a lot of views. So when you don't get a lot of views, this doesn't push your video. It doesn't push your video. So your video is not being pushed, so you don't get new audience members. And there's a lot of people who are stuck in this loop where they have an audience that likes their content, watches their content, but they don't have enough of an audience to push them to grow. Because typically, I have one video on the old Savage Finance that got me 20,000 subscribers. So you need a video that gets pushed out, and I'll tell you the video, how to get a lot of credit with no credit check. Those videos do really well. You wanna know why? Because there's not a lot of places that you can get a lot of credit with no credit check. Typically, there isn't a lot. So you find yourself in this situation where you're trying to do things, get things going, and it ain't happening. It's just not happening. So one of the things, and I love these comments, is, hey man, I want to talk to you. How can I get your number? All right, let me go ahead and say this. Number one, thank you for the support. I appreciate that. Number two, what do you want to talk about? Because here's my thing. If we're not talking about how to build your business up, your holding company, I'm not really interested in just, hey, let's get on the phone and talk about this YouTube video or that YouTube video or what's going on in the streets, or let's talk about the game. I have friends for that. I do, I have friends for that. This whole, I want to talk to you, and it's not in a business regard, it's still something I'm interested in. It's just not something that I'm interested in, because literally, and this is something that I'm going to bring back because I want to ask you guys some questions one-to-one. But I remember when I was doing the conversations, a lot of people signed up for the Zoom webinars and stuff. So that's coming back. But typically, I want to take this channel in a new direction because, like I said, I have learned a lot by posting content. And one of the things that I have learned is I don't want to get the hater nation. You can post a video posting receipts. Once again, you will never see another receipt from me again. I just deleted the Instagram account. I got rid of some stuff. Anything with a receipt on it, I'm getting rid of. If I can find it, I may make a mistake here and then some in the future, but intentionally, I am avoiding posting content with receipts. I'm just avoiding that because I want to, because this is what happens. Like, I put content out for you guys to learn stuff, right? That's not what happens. It's, oh, he's bragging. He's doing this. Oh, he's showing off. He's doing this. And it completely gets convoluted because that was something that happened with the Faceless channel. Because I was getting a lot of conversations, but people were not listening. They were not taking it in. They were just like, oh, this is what he's trying to do. And I'm sitting there, what is going on? And also, I'm gonna share a theory with you. This is just a theory. I have subjective proof, but I feel that YouTube screws Black content creators because when I establish a new channel and I do the things I need to do, I'll be pushed a lot of content I'm not looking for. And I know for a fact the YouTube algorithm has the intelligence to see that I'm putting up content and to know that I'm Black. It can figure that out. It can figure that out. And when I created my Faceless channel, where I did not show my face, I altered my voice, what was pushed to me was completely different. So I don't have concrete proof that you could take to court and win a court case with, but subjectively, I have noticed. And now, why do I say that YouTube screws Black content creators? Black people only make up 14% of the population. White people make up like 60% and Hispanics make up the rest. So you're only getting pushed to 14% of the population, which means that you're missing 86%. You're getting screwed. And this is one of the things that I consistently see. Now, there have been some Black content creators that have worked really hard. One of them, I think he's shooting himself in the foot. I'm not mentioning any names because he was dealing with a certain content, certain topic, and his audience was very wide and mixed and his channel grew. Then he got into, I want to interview these people, and then I was like, that could be dangerous. That could be dangerous. So what we're getting ready to do is do some new stuff, put out a different level of content, just do something completely different, something that's worth watching. Because one of the things that I get, and this is funny, every time I start a new YouTube channel, I have folks who find it and they want to make content. I got a question. What is wrong with growing and making money? Because some people act like growing and doing things to make money is just a terrible idea. It's terrible. How dare you? How dare you try to make more money? How dare you try to grow? I see that a lot. What is wrong with building a new YouTube channel, growing and making money? And I see a lot of comments, oh, you just trying to get that YouTube money. Yeah, I am. What are you doing? What are you doing? And this is one of the things that I find to be interesting. And this is one of the reasons I'm asking this question is I get a lot of people who are not about building a business, who are not about growing anything, who are not about doing anything, who are just not about their life. And I'm like, why are you watching this channel? I just don't get it. I just simply don't get it. So we're going to really rearrange things and shuffle things around because it needs to be done. It needs to be done. And one of the things that I'm looking at is creating a whole different, I don't even know what to call it, dynamic paradigm of me creating some because I've been successful with a lot of things. There's a lot of things I can train people on. And one of the things I notice is anytime that you talk about YouTube, the views go way down, because here's the thing, YouTube is work, no doubt about it. Starting a YouTube channel is work, setting it up is work, doing all this stuff, it's work. Once you get used to it, it's not so bad. But the whole thing of getting in the flow of it and creating YouTube, because one of the things that I'm getting ready to do is I already got rid of one editor and I'm about to get rid of another editor. Now I know editors seem to make videos better, but here's the thing. I've had several videos go, I'm not gonna say viral. I have one video get over 1 million views, but I've had a lot of videos do really well without editing. In my edited videos, I've not had one edited video that's done well. And let's see, what do I mean when I say done well? I've had unedited videos get 100K views. I've had some get 200K. I've had a few get 500K. I've not had an edited video get 100K. And once again, this is the new YouTube. This is the new YouTube, where what I think is people are looking for realness versus a prescribed hyped up message. I don't know, I could be wrong. But I know for a fact that you can build a $1 million YouTube channel without editing. I know this. I'm getting rid of my editors. This is the last week of editing. And then I'm just gonna put out the raw, natural videos. And it's not, the editors do a good job. It's not, the editors are not the problem. I am the problem. Now, what do I say I am the problem? I am the problem because I've got to pick, I can tell. Thumbnails, there's a lot of talk about getting the right thumbnail. It's the topic. It's the topic that drives the views. It's the topic. And with me coming back and restarting, I put up some good topics that have really done well. And then I put up some which are losers that haven't done that well. But once again, it's all about the topic. It's about the conversation. It's about putting out the video. So the editors, from an editing standpoint, have not done anything wrong. They've done a really good job. That's not the issue. The issue is me and the content that I put out and the stuff that I am working on. I need to do a better job of creating content. And this is why I'm asking you, what do you guys want to see? Because we may go ahead and play around with a few things just to see what happens, because this channel, I'll share some with you. I almost deleted this channel. Yeah, that period I just stopped making videos and went away. I almost deleted this channel, and I almost deleted all of the channels, right? And I was in the point where it's okay, this is right now, it's an emotional decision. We have a rule, we do not make emotional decisions. We're gonna sit, we're not gonna delete anything. We're gonna wait and see what the future holds. And then I started making videos again. But yeah, I was gonna delete this channel and then work on some new channels, because I will say someone who's done a really good job, the Black Hustlers Club. He put up a video doing faceless YouTube and he talked about his experiences. And that's the last video that he has posted on YouTube. So I know he's working on his faceless YouTube channel. And this is one of the things that I'm going to work on in the future, is a faceless YouTube channel, because for some reason when people see me, they want to try to figure out what I'm doing versus listening to what I'm saying. That has happened quite a bit. And I think, once again, the removal of receipts, the removal of showing things is going to help out quite a bit, because statistically, most people in America are close to poor. And then you come in here with all this other stuff. So we will see. But let me know what you want to see. Just put it in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next one.